So Courtney Love is showing no love for fellow artist Taylor Swift, and the Swifties aren't having it. In an interview with the Evening Standard, Courtney said, quote, "Taylor is not important and is not interesting as an artist." She called her a safe space for girls and said she's the Madonna of today. She also went for Beyoncé and said she, while likes the idea of Beyoncé doing a country album, she does not like her music. Taylor's fans went for Courtney online. One fan called her a jealous mean girl. Another said it's disappointing to see artists tear each other down. What do you think, Jeff? Is Courtney Love entitled to her own opinion, or is this tearing people down?
Absolutely. She could say whatever she wants. I don't think it's the correct thing to say. She's kind of out of date. She hasn't, I couldn't even name one Courtney Love song, right?
But Doll Parts.
There you go. Doesn't she get credit for being Kurt Cobain's wife? Just like Mackenzie Bezos, you know? Like,
no, I think Courtney Love definitely
doesn't she get some street cred for that, Erica?
She definitely had a career before.
Really
there would be no Kurt Cobain without Courtney Love.
Jeff, I appreciate you because since you said that, you just looked at Erica like you weren't even on TV anymore. You were just starting with your sister.
I knew he was going to give
Courtney
Erica.
Love had a career before, and I'm a huge Kurt Cobain fan, but she had a career before Nirvana and Kurt Cobain, and she had a career after Nirvana. I know.
Some stuff.
I know.
And you don't even have to, really justify that. Honestly, we always say Taylor Swift is an artist. She makes art. Art is there to be critiqued. It is okay. The reason that Truth Social doesn't work is because it's just people that like Donald Trump in there. The reason he was so big on Twitter is because there were haters on there, there were lovers on there, there were journalists on there all commenting on him, and that's what pushed him to that level that he got to. You need people to say, Jeff, I don't think you can do it. Like when somebody says that to you, Schroeder, you're like, okay, buddy. And I think that's what happened with Beyoncé at the CMAs when they were like, oh, we're going to delete your segment. She was like, word, I'll see you guys in 5 years. There needs to be a reason for you to go. And look, it's always good for a movie when it's all love, but sometimes, like Kevin Durant said, it's the hate that drives me. And I'm with it. So I just think this is just going to make a better Taylor Swift album because she's going to be that much more focused.
I don't think she'll care.
I think Al has some points. I agree with you. I don't think she cares. But, and I was also thinking, dang, we got so close to getting through this show without politics. Shoot. I used to say all the time, I succeed on spite alone since 1981. I've kind of changed it to do something a little bit more positive. But I know. But the thing about it is, when people come for you, it reminds you of who you are. And if you are constantly getting, like, a lot of people will respond to the jabs, like every single one. But if you're a person who just takes it all in and you got a good shot, you only have to fire once. And generally that comes out with the Beyoncé or a Taylor Swift in something that is evolutionary, something that changes the course of pop culture. So I do think that the critique is necessary. I also love the idea of people having a fan base so that they don't have to carry that burden alone. It's a lot to handle.
Tori?
Me?
Yeah.
I was just
welcome.
Well, I just, in my head, what'd you say?
I said welcome.
Welcome. You know what I was thinking of? How many better songs Taylor Swift will write because of this? She writes better on hurt and anger and
you think she'll really care?
Not really, but it'll give her some kind. I mean, it's all about the media and what they, Reputation was all about that. It's fuel for her fire.
Isn't her whole brand caring? She leaves Easter eggs about the red scarf. I even know about this because she cared about that moment. So I don't know. I think she will care.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's talk about Ted Lasso star Hannah Waddingham. She called out a photographer at an event in London after he asked her, quote, "Show me leg." Watch.
Oh my God, you never say that to a man. Don't be a otherwise I'll move on. Don't say show me leg.
All right, so what do we think about her reaction? Was it appropriate?
Okay, so at first I was like, yes, Hannah, and I still think that. The thing was, he was like, show me leg, and she's like, stop being a jerk, don't do that, I'm gonna walk off if you do. Some people are coming up and saying, well, look at her before, and we have images of her where she is showing her leg in the slit. These are the wrong pictures. These are the ones from other times. The one I'm talking about is the one where she was in the same Do we have that picture? We were in the same, there it is. And she's sort of showing off the leg. Now, some people are gonna be like, see, why is that bad? Well, it's her choice because she wanted to show off her leg and not be catcalled, like you said earlier, to show some leg, show some leg. That's very different than turn and let me get this angle. Can I see this angle? I don't think that's appropriate.
What do you think, Jeff?
I don't know. I disagree with that. You know,
I don't hold it strongly because if someone said show me leg, I know I'd be like, yeah.
Well, all those photographers are there to highlight you,
I'm kind of back and
they're
forth.
trying to get the best angle. They're not trying to demean you or show. They're not like whip them out and let's see. They just like, hey, give a little leg. And all those shots that you just showed, they're like.
Seeing
You're seeing leg. So to be like, hey, let me get my shot because I
Right.
have a great outlet for you and I'm going to put you front and center. And then to snap back like that, well, you know what? Next time I won't take your picture and you won't be in that magazine. He wasn't doing anything derogatory. These things have gotten too far. I understand catcalling and I understand calling. That was not that. And we're going too far now with how you could talk to different people.
Well, I'm
kind of back and forth is what I feel.
Here's the thing. I can't ever put myself in someone else's shoes to understand where their triggers lie, and I'm going to respect that. Because if someone's yelling at you, show me leg, and that's something that triggered you in the moment for whatever reason, that should be respected. But what my opinion was on it is that you do only have so much time, and the photographers are directing you, so it might not have been intentional, but clearly she was triggered by it. Me personally, as to Tori's point,
I would show off the leg.
I want to be directed in that way, and I know we only have a few seconds in order to get the shot. I want the shot to be good, not only for myself, but for the entire team who put me together that day. But I'm not going to say that whatever her trigger was, she can't have.
All right, good conversation.